Let me show you how to use the calendar inside of the HighLevel software. When you first log in, you'll be here, and we're going to go to Calendars. Now, here is where you're going to find your default calendar. This is one way. There's about at least 3 or 4 different ways that you can do booking here. One way would be logging in, clicking Calendars. Now, you want to make sure that you've got the right calendar selected. Sometimes you have to click Manage View. And sometimes it's based on the user, and sometimes it's based on the calendar. Sometimes it's based on both. It just depends on how you set it up. Probably out of the box, it's just based on main calendar, and probably just to make sure, select one user or all the users. Now, the other way that you can do this is to go to the mobile app. So you would go here, click on mobile app, and then you're going to download either the Android or the Apple platform. If you're on a desktop, you might have to copy the link and email it or message it to yourself. But do that accordingly, and then you can actually book appointments and text people. And it's a little limited. You can't do everything, just like most apps, but you can do a lot. You can text people, and you can set up appointments and do things like that. So that's a really neat feature. Definitely do that. From here, again, you're going to select the calendar. You're going to want to go over some of the settings. Now, the other thing that you actually can do is you can embed the calendar on your website to where it looks like if you've ever booked an appointment with me, something like this, right? You can actually embed that. You can also go in and just give them the link. We'll show you that in just a minute whenever we get to that part of it. So you want to go over some of the calendar settings that you've got here. Well, actually, let me go back first. If you do want to just see all of your appointments, you just go to list view. You can see all your appointments at a glance. I don't think there's any currently in this one, or you can see calendar view. You do want to go over the calendar settings for sure. And what this is going to do is you're going to have a few different calendars maybe already in there. Probably main calendar, depending on when you signed up, that might be the main default one. You can add your own though. You don't have to use that one. You can call it whatever you want to call it. You can even change the name, whatever. But that's kind of the main default one that we use on the main area. You can add different services. You can add which different equipment. We won't really talk about all that right now. We're just trying to get the basic, easy calendar, right? So if it's main calendar or you want to use main calendar, you're going to click here and you're going to click edit. And then you're going to look over all of the different settings. And here it kind of, you can put your logo in. You can give a little bit of details about your company. You probably want to do that. And then you also, meeting locations, probably not something we would use. Definitely the availability, because you're not probably going to want to clean 24 hours, right? Booking rules, you're going to probably want to definitely tweak this quite a bit about your average time. So maybe your average appointment is 2 hours, right? And then your average duration for that appointment might be, interval means the time in between. Let me even double check. So it's 1 hour shows slots, right? How long the slots are. And then it's a little bit different, but almost similar. So you might want this one to be, I don't know, 75 minutes. I don't know, right? How many you're going to schedule in a day, how much notice you need, right? Maybe you don't want people to book. You want it to be 24 hours in advance, or maybe you want it to just be 12. Just depends on what you want it to be. If you do want a date range to show them, if you do want a pre-buffer time before the appointment for driving, or a buffer time after the appointment for driving, play with it. Just see what you want to do. Advanced settings, there's going to be a form that you actually select. It's called main calendar, but you can call it, you can pick whatever form that you want. To set up a different form or to adjust the form that you have, you're going to go to forms. You're going to go to sites and then forms. And then in this case, this is the calendar we're using, the one called main calendar. You can put in more or less, but probably for most cleaning companies, that's what you want it to be. You can add a payment option if you want. You can pixel it when somebody goes to your page to book. If they don't book or whatever the case may be, you can cookie them and send them ads. You can accept payments if you'd like. You don't have to, but you definitely can. Stripe out of the box is super easy. You can definitely go in here and edit. We won't go over all of this, but you can edit the emails that they get and the messages and when they get it about reminders and follow-ups and cancellations and things like that. Here as well, a little bit about the appearance. You can tweak that a little bit. You can actually sync this as well to different calendars and to different, that's a little bit more advanced, but you can sync that. Now, let me show you where the other parts of these connections are. So definitely look over all of this. Your time zone, make sure that you've got your time zone. I think it's under business profile. Make sure that's selected properly, that you're showing them the right time. Test it. Make an appointment for yourself 5 times, right? Test it out before you do it. Look over some of the preferences there. Definitely the availability. This is kind of almost similar, but I think the other individual availability overrides this availability. Nonetheless, you still might want to make sure that that's selected the right way. And then, of course, this is in New York time zone, Eastern time zone, but select the time zone that you actually want to use. Now, here's the other neat thing. You can actually do Google My Business booking. You can toggle this, and you can actually connect this a little bit more advanced, so where it shows up in your Google Calendar to where they look like they're booking it through Google. That's a really neat feature. Again, a little bit more advanced, but we won't really take the time for that. But the other thing that you probably do want to do, you may or may not want to do, is you can also sync this with your Google Calendar or your iCloud calendar, Calendly, whatever, Outlook, whatever calendars that you actually want to connect it to. Just click that, be logged in at the same time, and get that all connected. Now, ideally, what you're going to want to also do is put in a funnel, either for the form. Let's go ahead and look at this form. So when this is the main calendar, when this is submitted, well, I guess it's not set. You can go and put email notification to where somebody gets reminded. You probably get a reminder. You can do it that way under notifications, or you can go in under funnels. Let's see, proceed. Let's go to marketing. Automation, and let's look at the workflows. They're not called funnels anymore, but workflows. So I believe the one that was using, and it might be different based on your own particular, calendar, because I don't know which calendar you're going to select. It's kind of a little bit different. But click on confirm booked appointments. So you're going to click on this. This is published. We're going to click on here, and this is if you want them to have an automatic reminder series. This is a little bit more detailed. If you see this one in here, this workflow, go ahead and use it and tweak it to what you want to tweak it to. If you don't, you could just build one yourself. If you ask me, I can probably put this into your system. But you're going to want to make sure that this is selected for the right calendar. This is basically going to be a workflow trigger. So you're going to select, if you did want to add a new one or a different trigger, maybe you've got 2 different calendars, right? You're going to select here, customer booked, I think is what it's called. Yeah, booked an appointment. And then it's going to probably want you to select a different trigger. In calendar, let's see, let's go to this. Yeah, in calendar, and then main calendars, which I actually want to call it. So let's go back to customer booked an appointment, and we're going to add a filter in calendar, and then we're going to select the calendar. Maybe it's a different calendar, right? If you want it to be 2 different calendars, we're going to click save, and now you've actually got that. And then from there, what's going to happen is it's telling you this, it's called a workflow. It's going to be telling the system that if somebody books an appointment from the main calendar, these things need to happen. Or somebody books an appointment from the DR cleaning calendar, these things are going to happen. And then you want to go ahead and put in emails that you want them to actually get right after the cleaning. And then you're going to use these appointment times. You're going to use, that's why it's probably better. All this stuff's already in there. We'll just copy this part of it and put it into your system. You're going to still have to go in and tweak and make sure that all this other stuff is done. Unless you want us to set it up for you, we can for a small fee. We can set that up for you. Depends on how many emails you want, how much you want to tweak. It might be somewhere between $100 and a few $100s, just depending. There's no exact price because it all varies on how many emails you want and exactly what you want to do. Let me know that you're interested. It's just a one-time fee. It's not monthly. You just pay it once and then it's really set up unless it needs some maintenance. But you can also schedule texts. You can also have an internal message, which means this is a message that goes to somebody inside. So all users, or you can select a specific particular user, or you can send it, to a certain email address and then save that and send that way. So there you go. Set up the calendar. Well worth it. And really, after you get it set up, marketing software wise, it's way better than House Call. It's way better than Service Monster, all of those platforms. You just do have to, if you want to use it as a calendar, you got to go in and take the time and the effort to tweak it and get it set the way you want it for your cleaning company. But sometimes that's the beautiful part of it. You can set it up how you want it to be set up, not just at the mercy of what the programmers decided to do. So have fun.